Hello. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, we are live. We are live. How are you? So if we haven't met, I am Ericka Champion Wise. I am an elite independent consultant with Paparazzi. I'm thrilled and excited to get to do this. I'm going to do some sharing on my side. You go ahead and do some sharing on yours. I encourage you to share this in your team groups. I'm going to put it in mine. I got to get to the right place. There we go. And if you are watching the replay, give me hashtag replay so I know who's watched. There we go. Sharing it, doing all the sharing. There we go. Share there. We're going to share there. Okay, we got this. Hi, Kay. How are you? So I'm also live on YouTube. So if you're popping in on YouTube, let me know. Say hi so I know who's here. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Hello. Let's see. So this is new. This is very new. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. This is the first time I've done this. So I do, hi Josephine, hello. So I do a weekly training for my team Wise. Let me take this off. I had an event today. Gotta wear your name tags. I do a weekly training for Team Wise, and I decide convention this year was really amazing, and I got really convicted while I was there about all of the people who watch all of my trainings, and I love it. I love when you guys come running up to meet me and chase me down, and those selfies. I will take all the selfies that you want. I love it. It makes me so very happy, but it also makes me a little sad that some people don't have training like I provide, don't have an upline like I am, don't have an upline like I have. My upline is still in the business, right? And I got really convicted that I need to do this more and publicly. And so this is my very first big public, full out live training. It is simultaneously broadcast on YouTube and on Facebook Live on my business page. And next week, I'll probably do it on Instagram. But this week, I just wanted to do just these two to just see where we were, okay? So here we go. I'm going to train you just like I train my team. Here's the thing. I'm straightforward. If you watched any of my trainings, you know this. I'm very straightforward. I'm going to say something that pisses you off. I'm going to step on your toes, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really good for you. Here's what I teach my team. If I piss you off, that's where you need to grow. Whatever I say that makes you mad or hurts your feelings or upsets you, because I don't say anything to hurt anybody. I never do that. That's not who I am. That's not how I roll. I don't like that. So if I say something that gets you in your feelings, write it down. When she said this, that I didn't like, that's where you need to work, and that's where you need to grow. And that is like the Sunday morning when the preacher is just preaching all up in your row, right? That's the places that you need to work. I will say everything in a heart of love. I will say it truthfully, and I will say it honestly, okay? So if you get in your feelings, that's where you need to work. Tonight, we're going to talk about increasing your sales, because it's the sales season. If you didn't know, the fall is crazy. This is my 6th fall with Paparazzi, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to get to do this. I'm just So this is going to be like the perfect time. I encourage you to take notes. I encourage you to talk to me. I won't answer questions while I am in the middle of it. I will come back to the end and answer those questions, okay? Otherwise, I lose my train of thought. And if you guys know me, I've got like a squirrel brain and I can't keep up. So let's talk about increasing your sales. I'm going to start with off Facebook, okay? We're going to cover Facebook, but I'm going to do off Facebook first. That's where I want to start first, because I am old school. I'm very, very old school paparazzi. November, I'll be a consultant for 6 years. I came before there was Facebook Live, and I still believe in the old school ways. Dee Dee, my previous pastor would say amen or ouch. I love it. I love it. Oh, yes. And so I'm old school and I still live and I still work the old school ways. In fact, today I had a setup, which is why I have my name tag on there in the beginning. And so I want to talk to you about some ways to sell off of Facebook, because Facebook's great and you still need to use it. And if you haven't been live, you're going to make me a promise and you're going to go live this week. Oh, amen, amen. But I want to talk to you first about some off Facebook ways. The first and probably the easiest way is your bling bag. This is your bling bag. You guys know I have a video on YouTube about how I use my bling bag. I still carry jewelry with me. I still give away a lot of jewelry when I'm out, and I still sell a lot of jewelry on the go. Here's the trick. Let me give you the trick for the bling bag. When you are going out with your bling bag, you put on your biggest, your blingiest, your eye-catchingest, your thing that women are going to see you from across the store piece of jewelry. This is rule one. You've got to wear something that a woman's going to stop you and be like, oh my gosh, I love your necklace. I love your earrings. I love your this. I love your that. Something that's going to catch their attention so that they'll talk to you. Of course, right? And not everyone will, but it's an easy way to get that first introduction. They will talk to you when you're out with your bling bag. So make those on the go sales. If you don't have a bling bag or don't like the bling bag or don't want to carry the bling bag or whatever, it's okay. Just have jewelry with you. When I'm carrying a regular purse, in my regular purse is a little makeup bag full of jewelry, because girl, I'm gonna sell. I will make money wherever I go. I also keep jewelry in the vehicle at all times. And so on the go sales like that all the time. And if you're in a place where maybe you feel a little funny about carrying your bling bag, carry a regular purse. When someone talks to you, be like, I got some in the car. Come shop with me. One of my teammates used to carry her boards around all the time and in her vehicle, and she would open them up in parking lots. And people would say, you know, I love your piece. And she's like, I've got jewelry. Everything's $5 and it's out in my truck. You want to come see? She would have parties in the stinking parking lot. Right? She's got a new vehicle now, so she doesn't carry them around all the time, but she used to. She would make, 40, $50 in the parking lots when someone, because she wore the eye-catching stuff. So that's number one. Use that bling bag. If you don't use the bling bag, it's okay. You don't have to use a bling bag. You can use a regular purse, but get people talking. Now, I know you're very shy. I know some of you are very shy. Believe it or not, so am I. When I go to the grocery store, I just want to just go get my food and come home. But we have to do some of this, okay? So if you see someone wearing a piece of jewelry you like, compliment her on the jewelry. I do it all the time. Wow, those are gorgeous earrings. And she'd be like, oh, thank you. I like them too. You can say, yeah, they're amazing. I sell jewelry too. I look at everybody's jewelry. I love everybody's jewelry. Michelle Egan, love Michelle. She's so sweet. She's an impressionista. One of her tricks is to see someone's jewelry and say, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Is it paparazzi? Knowing full well it is not paparazzi. And then you start the conversation from there. See how easy that was? I know you're shy, but you can do this. You are a business woman. Come out of your shyness and step into your power. So we got the bling bag. The next one is have yard sales. It's yard sale season. Although in Florida, it's monsoon season. By the way, it is storming really badly outside right now. So if we lose connection, it's not on purpose, but it's a really bad storm. Yard sales. You can set up in your front yard. Get you a little canopy, put it in your garage. I don't care what you do, but let your neighbors know that you're the bling queen or king. Set it up outside, right? Set it up outside. Get yourself some cute tables and some tablecloths and sell in your front yard. It's twofold. One, you sell jewelry. Two, you make sure everybody in your neighborhood knows that you are the paparazzi girl. Because they see FedEx stopping at your house every day, right? I hope they do. They stop at my house every day. And it lets your neighborhood know who you are. And if you're new to a neighborhood, definitely need to have some yard sales so people know who you are. Now, I hear you say, but what if I live in a place where I can't have yard sales? Go to somebody else's house. Go to somebody else's house. Call up a friend and say, hey, my HOA doesn't let me set up in my front yard, but yours does. Can I come over? She's going to say yes. Just don't get there at like 6 a.m. That is mean. That is mean. So if you can't set up in your yard, set up in someone else's, set up in your mom's, your aunt's, your friends, your enemies. I don't care who it is. Set up somewhere outside. And someone just said on YouTube, I'm in a semi all the time. Well, you're not in a semi all the time. You have downtime that you have to have. Carry your jewelry with you, and then you can set up in other places. Right? You can move your jewelry around with you. And the point of the off Facebook stuff is we all know what Christmas feels like when we get those new boxes and we order things online and we're like, you know what, that's cute. I'll order it. I think I'll sell it. But when you get it in your hot little hands, when you get it in your hot little hands, you're just like, holy crap, Misty Kirby, this is the most amazing piece in the world. You do it. I do it. We all do it. I know. I know. And so there's just this thing about touching it. When women touch it, when men touch it, when we see it in person, we're just like, excuse me, but I need that. And they just can't help themselves. So you want to do this off Facebook stuff in addition to your Facebook stuff. The next one is hostess parties. Y'all, I do hostess parties like it's my job. That's where I make most of my money. You need a physical, in-person hostess where you bring your bling and you set it up in her house and her friends come over and shop and you are the personal shopper and you're helping them pick out their jewelry. Oh, I forgot to turn this down. Hang on. There we go. It never stops. Okay. You need to book those in-person hostess parties. You need to. You want to. Because remember, when we put our hands on it, we fall in love with it. I will sell $100 easy at a hostess party. I have to work my butt off to sell $100 on a Facebook Live. Because when a woman touches it, when she puts it on, when she sees herself in the mirror and she sees how gorgeous it is and how it doesn't look like $5, because we all thought in the beginning, y'all, it's $5, it's cheap. Boy, were we wrong. And so are the ones who jump on those in-person hostess parties. I'm telling you, this is going to change your life right here if you will book those. Just book a couple a month. You don't have to book them every week like some companies out there because we can use our social media so well. But when you book them in person, oh, girl, it's a game changer. Another way off of Facebook is a vendor event. Book those vendor events. And I hear you saying that there's like 900 paparazzi in my town. I don't want to hear it. There's over 100 paparazzi in my 100-mile long town. Over 100. And they're all of most of them are on my team except for like 5. 95 of them are on my team. Book them anyway. Not all of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be downright crap. I'm going to be honest with you. But I want you to start thinking about vendor events as not sales opportunities, but instead I want you to think about them as advertising. Get your cute little face and your gorgeous bling in front of new people. Get your cards in hand and make new contacts. I do a few vendor events a month, and it is really for exposure so that I can get eyeballs and fingers on my jewelry, because once they pick it up and try it on, it's going home with them. And you know it. You know it. Once they pick it up and try it on, it's going home with them every single time they taking it home. So find one. You can't find one, make one. One of my teammates has an annual vendor event in her own house. In her own house. She has a vendor event in her own house. Okay. She advertises it to your neighborhood. She knocks on all of her neighbors' doors. This girl hustles. And she brings in 6 or 8 vendors of different stuff, 31 and skincare and blah, blah, blahs. And she has her own vendor event in her house. You can do this too. As we're going into fall and into Christmas, hers is always in Christmas and spring. You can do this too. Think out of that box. Don't ever take no for an answer, ever. Just because it's full doesn't mean you have to quit. That means you need to find another way around. Just because the vendor event has a paparazzi already doesn't mean you go back home and you're just like, oh, it's so. Find a way around. P.S. Compliance, paparazzi policy and procedure says one paparazzi booth per event. Okay, one booth per event. Don't get in trouble. Even if the organizer says they can have more than one, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You stay in compliance. You stay in compliance. First come, first serve, first paid, first spot. Okay? I'm going to get off that soapbox. Another way to sell off Facebook is to have your own open house. Have your own open house. I recommend one a month. I highly recommend one open house a month. And all that means is just let people come in your space. I have my jewelry set up all the time because this place is chaos in here. There's jewelry everywhere right now. But I let people come in and shop. And I have a girls' night where it's just us and we kick the boys out and no kids allowed. It's just a girls' night open house and it's just for my friends and we hang out. Have people over in your space. Let them have a planned night where they know what's going to happen and they need to come. Now, here's a warning. Your first couple may not be really good. I'm just going to be honest with you, especially because August is a little crazy and kids are going back to school, but keep doing them every single month. Maybe you do them on the third Thursday of every month or whatever it is, right? Pick a day. It doesn't matter what day it is. You just pick your day. And that third Thursday of every month, it's coming. But you have to do your diligence too. You have to send your written invitations. If you're just going to be lazy and just do a Facebook event, it ain't going to work. With all the love I have, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. It's just not going to work. Sorry. Not sorry. You have to do the work. You have to call, text, message, and remind people. And those written invites, man, they will change your life. They will change your life. I promise you. Putting paper in someone's hand will do it. You can even just print it out and just on the printer or something. Open house at Ericka's house on Thursday, August, whatever, 7:30 p.m. Come in your PJs. We're having a girls' night. Right? See how, that's pretty easy. And just make it low key and simple. If you want to have it addressed to the nines, have it addressed to the nines. If you want to have it later in the year to bring your holiday picture outfits, think about these things. Think outside of these boxes. Tell your customers to bring the outfit that they're going to wear for their holiday photos, and you'll help them find the perfect bling. I have people show up with clothes on hangers all the time. And so the next one is to have people over to shop. Not everybody is going to be able to make your open house. Not everybody wants to, let's be quite honest, because we have some very shy people who don't like social interaction, and that's okay. And they want to just be you and you. Let them come over. In prom season, it was like a revolving door around here. I just had people in and I saw them just like, who's here today? And there were people bringing their prom dresses over to my house. They would try them, put them on in the bathroom, and they would come in my office and we would accessorize, make sure that we got the right pieces. Let people come into your space and shop somehow. Have that open house, have a girls' night, have a shopping day on a Saturday, but also let people come solo or bring a friend over. I have people bring friends over all the time because they're regular customers and we live in Florida, so people come visit all the time and they're, hey, Ericka, can I bring my friend Sally over? She's down visiting next week. I'm like, yes, and bring the money, right? Let people come over. This is all off Facebook. We haven't even gotten to Facebook yet. Are you guys getting good stuff out of this? Is this valuable stuff you can use? Is this valuable that you can use? And then I'm going to tell you the last way off of Facebook that I have written down. There's a million more. Come up with your own ideas and go nuts. Is to work your website sales. I don't really push my website, my paparazzi website that much, but I have a website, you guys have seen it, for my inventory. So I have a website for inventory that I have in my house. It's right there. I have a website inventory box over there, and I use that. And so a lot of people have a Shopify store or a Square store or something like that. This is another way for off Facebook. Think about it. You have people who don't use Facebook. I have friends who don't use Facebook at all. I don't. Or I have friends who are super, super busy and can't sit and watch a 2-hour live. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I can't watch a 2-hour live because I'm always working. I'm always working, or I'm doing my own lives when my friends who are selling LuLaRoe or whatever are doing the live. And so having a website that you work and you advertise can work. Now, it takes more work. It does. You have to have an email list. If you've got customers, you've got their emails, right? You have to have an email list. You have to be willing to, if you're going to create your own website, upload it, or you're going to have to work on this. If you're going to work on a website, you're going to have to work it. And I'm going to tell you, if you're brand new, maybe you don't do that right now. Maybe you do something else right now. But as you grow, having a website where people can shop offline is a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. I got a website order today from someone who has never shopped alive. Never. Probably never will shop alive. Probably never going to shop alive with mine. So consider working your website. Now you have your free website from Paparazzi, and there's amazing inventory on there. Work that website too. If you want to email your customers when new releases come out and tell them to run and get them, go for it. This is all off Facebook. Okay. So those are all the ideas that I scribbled down for off Facebook. Dana, what is the accessory game? Oh, Jesse's talking about mine, my accessories. Jesse, you confused her. So now, let me tell you a few other ways before we jump into Facebook. You must have inventory. This is not optional. We are an inventory-based company. You got to have it. It's just part of the thing, right? You've got to have your inventory. If you only have 100 pieces at home, no wonder your sales are bad. Now, I'm not telling you to get a credit card and go in debt. That's not what I'm telling you at all. But you need to be consistently growing your inventory. People look at my inventory and they kind of choke. And I want to remind them, I've been doing this for a long time. I've built it steadily over the years. Okay. And look at other people's inventory, like Life of the Party Black, Diamonds and above, and they like flip out. Remember, they've been doing it for a while, but they've been steady and they have been ordering. And so here's what I tell my team. First, you need to be ordering a minimum of 2 to 3 times a week. And I want to caution you that it's going to slow down shipping wise. Paparazzi shipping and fulfillment office is incredible, but there's 300,000 of us. There's a lot of us. They're going to do their dead level best, but it will slow down. And if you begin ordering now, 2 to 3 times a week, it will just become habit, so that if it slows down in September and October, it's not going to hurt you. But if you wait, you ruined it. You lost the game. You just lost the game, okay? Can start now ordering 2 to 3 times a week. You can pick whatever days you want to order. I'm not going to tell you what days to order, but I highly recommend those 2 to 3 times a week. And if you are going for bigger Life of the Party goals, you need to order every day. I order most every day. Okay? Every new release day. You need to be ordering that inventory. If you order it, they will buy it. But if you don't have it, you can't sell it. Like, that's just the rule. If you don't have it in your hot little hands, you cannot sell it to your customers. So make sure you are ordering it. I teach 2 to 3 days a week, ordering regularly. I encourage a minimum of 10 pieces, but really a lot more than that. Go for 20. Get those 2 hostess rewards. And I hear you saying, but what about the shipping? What about the shipping? You sell the hostess rewards and you've covered the shipping cost, right? So go ahead and make sure you are ordering starting now 2 to 3 times a week and get that inventory rolling in, and you will have boxes coming all the time. It will make your life so much easier so that you're not sitting there stalking FedEx going, when are you going to deliver my stuff? This was the first time I've stocked FedEx in a while, and it's only because I knew convention inventory was coming. I wanted it. I wanted my convention inventory. Otherwise, FedEx shows up at my house every day, and I don't stock my orders anymore because I know they're coming. If you're having to stock Facebook because you can't go live, you don't have new stuff, this is your sign to order more often. To order more often. Merida, what is a baseline for each piece? I don't know what that means, baby. Explain that one for me. Dana, do you order all new releases or do you get blockbusters? Dana, I'll order everything. I order everything. I sell the snot out of some blockbusters. The ribbon necklaces, that's why I've got so many of them. I sell the ribbon necklaces like it's my job. Hi, Gwen. Good evening. So you need to be ordering more often. The next thing is you need to get on the exclusive lists. So we have several exclusive lists. The first one is Fashion Fix. You need to be on Fashion Fix. You need to be on Fashion Fix because it is an exclusive thing and not all of paparazzi gets it, right? Your customers will love it. Your customers are going to love it. And being on the Fashion Fix gives you the whole gamut. Things that you wouldn't order. There's stuff in the Fashion Fix this month that I guarantee I would have never ordered. It was the first thing to sell. Was the first thing to sell. And I'm like, well, I guess I need to order those kind of things. And my customers loved them. And that's kind of the point of Fashion Fix is to one, help you because they're already matched up, and two, get you finding out what your customers like because you're going to have a variety of things that you probably wouldn't have ordered in the first place. How many of each piece? Meredith, that's going to be totally up to you and your customer base. That's totally up to your customer base there. And you also want to be life of the party. These life of the party pieces are to die for. Die for. And they're very exclusive, only to those who have earned life of the party. You guys need to be pushing for life of the party because it's going to change your life. Excuse me, I sell more life of the party pieces than I think anything else because they are the best and the hottest. You want life of the party. Get it. And then also go to the big paparazzi meetings. Go to Empower Me Pink. You get a spring pack while you're there, and then you get the opportunity to buy the exclusive pieces that come out with EMP. Think about the pearl necklace. I forget what it's called with the big rhinestones that just came out this week. That was an EMP exclusive, and that joker sold like crazy for me. Crazy for me. And so you need to show up to the paparazzi event so that you have the opportunity to order the exclusive inventory. I just got the rest of my convention inventory today, and most of it is already sold because I was able to order exclusive stuff. So you need to be getting these exclusive things that not all paparazzi gets, okay? This is going to change your life. All right. Now, the reason we're here, let's talk about Facebook. Let's talk about selling on Facebook. Okay, I got lots of things here. Lots of things. The first one is ditch the desperation. I hope you're writing these down. Ditch the desperation. If you are desperate, your customers know. I want you to think about when you've been scrolling Facebook and you've seen someone's post about being super desperate. It turns you off, doesn't it? You're just like, oh, I wish you wouldn't do that. Your customers are thinking the same thing about you when you come across as desperate. Don't come across as desperate. Desperation doesn't sell. Desperation doesn't help you. It's not going to grow your numbers. Stop with the desperation. Stop with the complaining about it. Stop with all of the negativity. Stop with the, if y'all don't pay these invoices, I'm gonna block you. You can't do that kind of stuff, okay? You need to remember that your Facebook is your storefront. If you were walking down Main Street and saw some of these posts on a regular store, you would not go in there. Your customers are thinking the same thing. Your potential customers are thinking the same thing. Oh, I'm not shopping from her. She is negative Nancy, and I ain't got time for that. Or Or what's even worse is they're only there to watch your drama unfold. Is that really what you want in your life? I really hope not. Mm-mm. Ditch the desperation, ditch the negativity, and remember you're running a store on Facebook. I don't care if you've had the worst day possible and your full-time boss is a jerk. Don't put it on Facebook. This is not your diary. Go to your diary, go to your journal, call your life coach. I don't care what it is. Don't put it on Facebook. Okay, let me get off that soapbox. The next thing is to have a schedule and don't wuss out. Told you I was going to make you mad. Listen, we've all done lives with a headache. We're all going to do lives with a headache again. I have a friend, I don't know if she's watching, but she does lives with migraines at least once a week because she has them so badly. I have a schedule and don't wuss out on it, okay? If you say you're going to go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you better be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Show up. Make that schedule, make it a priority, make it important because listen to me. You have a full-time job. Some of you have a full-time job and you know you have to be there at 8 a.m. You are there at 8 a.m. because that's your schedule and you don't wuss out. This is your job too. Whether this is like me, where it's your full-time job, or this is your part-time job, or whatever, you need to treat this like a job. So make a schedule and don't wuss out on it. And if you've been doing a schedule for a long time, your customers know. They know. Now, if you're traveling and you're on vacation, last week we took off because we were in Vegas. That's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. Hey, Katie, you are here. Pretty obvious that we're not going to be live because we are in Vegas. If you're taking a family vacation to Disney World, that's different. But if you're just at home and you've just had a craptastic day at the office, you've set a schedule. Don't wuss out. Like tonight, my stomach is an unhappy critter right now. But guess what? I made a schedule and I made a promise to you, and I don't wuss out. Here we are. Right? Right. Make that schedule and don't wuss out on it. The next thing is to do more lives. To do more lives. And it doesn't necessarily have to be sales lives. Doesn't I got this one from one of my downline, Amber. She had a great post today and it was really, really good. Really good to do life lives. And things like at a birthday party or at your kid's karate belt ceremony. I think that's called, right? I don't really know what those are called. I never took martial arts. Or at when we got home from convention, I went live with my crazy dogs and their excitement, right? Do life lives. People like them. People want to be in your circle. And Facebook likes them. Facebook likes lives. Lives are still hot. Lives are still top on the list. And those lifestyle lives, one, will get you used to the camera. Two, will get people used to seeing you. Three, is going to let Facebook know she's not always selling stuff. Because if you didn't know, Facebook is dropping down the sales lives. So mix in lifestyle lives too. Real life lives. Do more lives. There was a time when my team and I were doing 90 days of lives, and it wasn't all sales lives. Sometimes we would do commercials about paparazzi. Sometimes we would do life lives, but we were live every day for 90 days, and we saw a huge difference. And so do more lives on anything. If you got, I get Ipsy. Do you know what I mean? Is that what, right? Yeah, the little box every month. Sometimes I think I want to open those on live and just talk about what I get. Why not? Even go lives on our business page from Paula. Yes, I would, because your customers want to see you. You can do it on either page, your timeline or your business page, either one, because you kind of got the same people on both, right? If you get a gift in the mail, open it live, but just do those lives too. My biggest lives are my motivational lives. And if you're called to motivate and empower people, do that. Those are the ones that took me to the next level. Do things that you are called to do. If you're called to share a word, share a word, whatever it is, but get yourself in front of that live camera more often. If you're a leader and you have a skill that you can teach people, teach people. Go nuts. Because in paparazzi, when we all win, right? So there's no harm in teaching someone what you know. The next one is to do longer sales lives. I know this is going to be hard for some of us, sometimes even me, but do longer sales lives. If you're doing an hour now, push it to 90 minutes. Push it. Push yourself. If you're doing 90 minutes now, push yourself to 2 hours. And I hear you, but my customers won't stay. Maybe the ones that are always there won't. But if you're on longer, you might get some new ones. I always have some late night people who never come and start with me at 7 o'clock. But if I'm still on at 10 o'clock, all of a sudden I got a whole new crew here. Like, where did y'all come from? Those longer lives will let you see different people. So push yourself. If you need to sit, sit. If you need to stand, stand. If you need a partner, Solomon and I switch off about every half an hour on purpose because we start getting tired. It is okay. Just push yourself to do longer lives. The next one is to do some different times. If you always do evening lives, how about a lunchtime live? And I hear you, I work a full-time job. I can't. Listen, Linda, take 10 pieces of jewelry and 10 numbers with you and sit in your car with the air conditioning on and do 10 pieces during your lunchtime. That's all you have to do. It's just putting your face on live at a different time. You're going to see different people. Plus, people are going to watch a replay anyway. I was in line with a fashionista at convention, and she's used to do morning lives every morning. Every morning, she would do 9 pieces at 9 a.m., and people would shop the replay every day. Now, her secret, here's her secret, was to do the live with pieces that she had multiples. So she was only going to show 9 pieces. She always had multiples of each of those 9 so she could sell a whole bunch at one time off of 9 pieces. She said it took me like 6 minutes between the hello and the goodbye. You got 6 minutes in your life? I got 6 minutes in my life. You can do a 10-minute, 10-piece lunchtime live. So try those different times of lives. Can't hurt. Might get you some new customers. Might get you some more sales. All right. Another way to sell on Facebook is to use album sales. Album sales are best suited for groups. That's just kind of where they go. That's where they're just better in the groups. So get you some album sales. I sell a lot in album sales. I sell so much in album sales. Because remember, people like us, we're very busy. We're very busy. But I can scroll through an album. Mine, done. Get out. Right? So keep in mind that your customers can be just as busy as you are. Don't get upset if they can't make your live. Give them a different way to shop. Are you guys feeling this here? Like there's so many different ways that you can sell. There's so many different ways that they can shop. We got to make it easy for them. We got to make it stone cold easy for them, right? Give them the different ways to shop. Live is good, but there's alternatives too. Another way to sell is to do a wall drop. We've seen them. What is a wall drop? So you've got one post that said, look in the comments for all new pieces or something like that. And in the comments, you put pictures of your new pieces. That's really all a wall drop is. It's really, really simple. Don't overthink this. And people can just shop by replying to the comments. Easy peasy, right? You could do those easy. So easy. Another way to sell is to pre-sell. So convention. While I was in Vegas, I posted in my VIP group all of the pieces that I knew I would have because I ordered them all. And I put them up and I told them, if you want them, comment. I will invoice you when I get home. And that was it. And I sold most of my convention stuff before I even got on the plane. It was already sold. So you ordered today, we had those hot, beautiful blue acrylics. You ordered 13 of those. I don't know. 13 is going to work. Post on your Facebook. I've got 13 of those coming. Comment here and they're yours. I'll invoice when they come in. Pre-sale like that. It's pretty easy, right? And you're guaranteed, mostly guaranteed. We'll go with like 95% guaranteed that the money is yours. There's always going to be one who doesn't pay, of course, and that's no big deal. That's no big deal if they don't pay. Don't get mad. Remember, we ditched the negativity on the Facebook. People are people. We're going to let people be people. Okay? But you can go ahead and get those pre-sales done. I bet you a lot of you are already doing these. Remember, if you're already doing these, your job is to tell your team. Okay? Another way is to have hostess parties on Facebook. If you didn't know, I believe hostess parties are the cure-all for everything. You're not selling, have a hostess party. Your numbers are down, have a hostess party. You don't see a lot of Facebook Live viewers, have a hostess party. You're not recruiting, have a hostess party. This is like my cure-all. If you talk to me for too long, I'm going to tell you to have a hostess party, okay? But you need to have hostess parties on Facebook. They're awesome. You can have them live. You can have them album sale. You can do all that kind of stuff. You can do all of that kind of stuff, but just have those hostess parties. Have those hostess parties. Book them. Do them any which way you want to. Just have them. I know a lot of times I will do my dual. I'll have an album sale and I will have a live because again, I want it to be super easy for these new customers to just shop and go. Some are going to love lives. Some are going to hate lives, right? Make it easy for them. And now that I have my inventory website, I also give them the option to shop my inventory website and the hostess gets credit for all of it. Have those hostess parties. If you are struggling with sales, this is your answer. I need you to put like a big circle around this in your notes. Book hostess parties. Have at least one a week and you will see your business change. You will begin recruiting like crazy. If you're stuck, this is your answer. And you may not like me after this, but have some hostess parties. And don't you dare just post on Facebook, I'm booking hostess parties. Who wants free jewelry? Crickets, 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 crickets. No, girl. No, that ain't how we do this. You need to be messaging people, calling, texting, emailing, sending pigeons. I don't care what it is. You have to actually ask people, hey, I'm booking parties. You get free jewelry. You want to have one. It's not hard. Don't overthink this. Be yourself. Be your genuine self. And just ask, you want to have a party with me? Have a party with me, right? But you cannot just put a blanket post on Facebook and be like, I asked and no one came. Nuh-uh. We're going to do a full training on how to book parties one day. We're going to do this. Another way to sell is selfies. Selfies sell, y'all. Selfies sell. I sold one of these today. Just by posting selfies. I still have some of these. These are so old, but I love them. Okay, so take those selfies. You don't have to be professional. You can use a Snapchat filter. I don't care, but you need to take selfies, especially if you've got multiples of things or if it's things that you've had a while, like these I've had forever. Post a selfie and say, I've got 3 of these. Who wants one? I've got one left. Who wants one? Selfies sell. Selfies absolutely sell. Now, I want to remind you that you need to be social on Facebook. This is a relationship game. It is called social media on purpose. And if all you're doing is posting about your business, it's really boring. It's really boring. People aren't going to connect with that. But if you're going to post things about your family or about your trip or about your kiddo winning their award, be social on Facebook and have something so people can talk to you too. Because the only people who are going to talk to you about your business posts, they're already in the business and you can't recruit them. And what's the point in selling to them? They can go buy it in their own back office, right? You need to have posts. You need to have real life posts. This is why those live videos are so huge, so that people can talk to you and they'll comment on your stuff. They're not going to comment on all the business stuff. I'm just going to be honest. They're not going to do it. And then I need you to comment on their stuff. I need you to comment on their things. I recommend for my team to comment on at least 10 people's posts every single day. At least 10. And it can just be scrolling through and you see your customer Sarah and she got a new car. You comment on Sarah, ooh, nice whip or hot ride or whatever you want to say there. Just comment on her post. Just comment. Just be social. Just connect over something other than jewelry so that she knows that you care about her, so that she knows that you see her Facebook stuff too. And again, we're beating with Facebook through this because when you comment on Sarah's stuff, all of a sudden Sarah's going to see your stuff. This is how this works. This is how this works. And I'm going to tell you something else. So many of you are going to take this and you'll do it twice and then quit. And then you're going to be mad and be like, Ericka lied to me. No, I didn't lie to you. In fact, I was very honest with you. But the problem is that you didn't do it. This is not a one and done thing. This is every single day. Get up and comment on 10 people's posts. I was in a training one time and the person talking about this called it toilet time. He was a guy, and we all know guys like to spend a little more time in the bathroom than some of us. And he would take his phone in there and do his thing. But while he was there, he was commenting on those 10 people's things and he was done, right? It takes no time. It'll take you less than 2 minutes if you're doing it right. It should just be comment and go, comment and go. You can use the GIFs or GIFs or whatever you call them. You can use emojis. Just comment. And don't just do it for a week. You have to consistently do it. This is probably my biggest pet peeve is people will be like, well, it didn't work. Well, you didn't do it. You can't just do it for a short time. It is every single day because Facebook kind of like, I don't want to say resets, but kind of resets every night. And you have to get up and start it over. It's every single day. It's like you have to feed and bathe yourself every day. You have to work your Facebook every single day. The next thing is to get a buddy. Have a live buddy, whether it is a friend in paparazzi or a spouse, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever they are, where their job is to be behind the camera or away from the camera. You're on the camera, and they are there to invite people, to share, and to comment, to boost your Facebook. That's what Solomon and I do. One of us is on the camera and the other one's behind the computer, and we'll comment and we'll talk back and forth to our people because Facebook likes comments. The share is kind of waning. Comments are still hot. Facebook likes it when there's a lot of comments. And if you're behind the screen, you can comment. So get yourself a buddy, whomever that is. And if you choose a business partner or something, make sure you're returning the favor. Make sure you're returning the favor. But it's a lot of times it's easier to have a spouse or a partner doing that with you. And so do that. And then the last thing, don't you dare be boring. I have watched some boring lives. Oh dear. Oh dear Jesus, I have watched some boring lives. And I'm like, I don't know how you're selling anything. Or maybe this is why you're not selling anything. You cannot be boring. You cannot be boring. People are not going to stick around if you are boring. You can't be boring. Now, you don't have to be silly and crazy if it's not your personality. You don't have to be silly and crazy. No. But you absolutely cannot be. This is paparazzi. Everything is $5. It is black and crystal acrylic. Girl, you can't do that. That is awful. Would you shop from you? And so I have a lot of people ask me a lot of times, will you watch my lives? Here's my answer. No. With all the love that I have, no, I will not watch your live. Because it's not my job to be your critic. You need to be self-aware. You need to be self-aware, and you need to go back and watch your lives. And you need to tell me, would you buy from you? Would you watch you for 2 hours? Or are you like tears boring? And only you can answer that. I'm not going to be critical of anybody. But you need to go and watch yourself. And so if your sales are down, if your live sales are not what they ought to be, I need you to go today or tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow because it's late, and watch your live. And I need you to be honest. And I need you to tell me, would you shop from you? You don't have to tell me, but tell yourself. Would you buy from you? Would you shop your own live? Or would you be like, oh, good Lord, stop talking? It's up to you. It's up to you. You self-modulate. Are your lives good? Right? And you know what your answer is going to be. You know what your answer is going to be. And if it is not an answer you like, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to redo. It's no big deal. You don't have to apologize to anyone. You don't have to make a Facebook post about it. No. You just change it up on your next scheduled live because you're not going to wuss out on your schedule anymore. Right? So don't be boring. Be engaging. Talk to your people. Right? Talk to your friends. Know about your friends' lives. And so here's the trick. You love it when people know about your life, right? You do. I do. I love it when people pay attention to my life. When you're commenting on those 10 posts every day, you're going to be paying attention to your friends' lives, to the goings on in their life, right? To the posts that they're posting. What if their mother passed away, and you're going to know that. And so when she pops on your live, you're going to be able to say, "Oh, Melissa, I'm so sorry to hear about your mama. How are you doing?" She is going to feel like the most important person in the freaking world because you care. You with me? This is twofold. Do those daily comments and learn about your people's life. And then when they're on your lives, talk to them. Engage with them. Be a human. Yes, we are here to sell. Yes, absolutely. But we are still human, and we want people to connect with us on a soul and a heart level. Our mission statement says that $5 jewelry may not change the world, but we believe those who wear it will. You can change the world simply by giving a crap about somebody else's life. That's really simple. That's all it can take, is that you just care about her life. You care about what's going on. You celebrate the good things and you mourn through the bad things with them. This is how you build customers for life. This is how I've had the same customers for the last 6 years, because I care. And at the end of the day, whether my sales are great or they're not, I still have a community that loves me, and I love them fiercely. And so this will change if you come at it as a human, as a social human who is here to give you gorgeous and cute jewelry to change your life, and to love on people too. Now let me scroll up here and get some of these comments, because there were a few questions that I totally skipped over. Let's see. Jennifer, thank you for answering Missy's question. Customers love ribbon necklaces. Samara, I've been struggling. I don't drive and I'm barely selling. Well, Samara, I just answered all of that for you. Dana, no, this is an older water bottle from Paparazzi. Older water bottle. Let's see. Can you invoice, Rachel, can you invoice before you get the piece in the mail? I wait because I'm concerned that if I don't come, that some might be damaged and I don't want an upset customer. So I'm going to tell you, Rachel, I do the same thing for the exact same reason. Ask compliance for where they stand on the whole invoicing thing. Actually, you can use the help desk feature, but I do wait to invoice mine because I want to look at them, because things happen. Things happen. It's the mail. Lori, is your Facebook shopping group closed, private, or public? Mine's public. Tracy, I will do a training later on hostess parties. What filter program do you use? I don't really use a filter. I don't really use a filter. When you host a party, either in person or on Facebook, the hostess gets free piece for every 10. Or should I wait for the hostess to buy at the end? I tell the hostess go ahead and grab what she wants, because sometimes there's only like, if I do a one and done, there's one. So grab what you want and we'll settle up at the end. It's easy. Allison, so are y'all both signed on the same account to do this? Yes, Solomon is on my account. Let's see. You are welcome, Rachel. You are welcome. You are welcome. Congratulations, Meredith, for your first home party. All right. So are there any questions about increasing sales? Anything else we will cover on a different day? Because just remember, I'm going to do these every week, just like I would train my own team. So there'll be different topics every week. And so I'll give it just a minute. If there are any sales related questions, we'll chat about those. Otherwise, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure that you like my page so that you can get the notifications and the invitations and everything like that. And I'm also live broadcasting on YouTube. And if you are my subscriber on YouTube with the little notification thing, you will get the notification. I did not do messenger parties. I'm going to be honest, I don't actually do messenger parties. So I can't teach you how to do those. That's why I didn't touch them. Those are not mine. Hi, Betty. You're welcome, sweetie. You are welcome. So if that's all we have for tonight, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for your time. I truly hope this has helped. If you did not share, I need you to go ahead and do that and let your team in on this, because sometimes I can say the same thing you did and they get it. I'll see you guys later. Let's see, turn that off.